Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome a sports fan who's got no problems telling you about shit that pisses him off or the dumbass shit that he did. He's not going to waste a lot of your time. He's going to get in and get out. He'll hit it and quit it. Let's put your hands together several thousand times in a row. It's Chronicles of a Dumbass, the Sean Mackey Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the makings of Chronicles of a Dumbass. This is actually my third attempt at this morning, and I'm kind of I actually think I handled it well, but I just recorded the first 7 minutes of today's makings of the Chronicles of a Dumbass and did not have the microphone turned on. So there you go. That's a big deal right there. I had the echo all the way up, so that would have been jacked up even if the microphone was on. And so here we go, take 3. So anyway, today is going to be playing. I'm going to get this video up. We put up the first video of makings of Chronicles of a Dumbass last week. We recorded audio, and that was going to be our season 1, episode 4 podcast for Spotify. We loaded the audio. We ran over our 2-hour allotment for February, and we didn't want to pay anything right now because we're still trying to learn so much. So we didn't post it, and I can either post that in its entirety for the first episode of March or do another one, and I'm going to do another audio. But right now, trying to get this video thing set up, it seems like I keep taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So last week when I created the video, I was trying to use my iPhone video, but the sounds from my board, this is what I'm using to control everything. I got this for Christmas. It's a little mini version of a mixing board. I used to have a whole DJ setup. Now this, and it's supposed to be perfect. So these buttons are pre-recorded sound effects. I created some sounds and recorded them in here. When you record video from the iPhone and you play these sounds, it doesn't capture into the video because the only place that I can hear what's coming out of that board is through the headphones. It's all internally into the computer. And when I do the audio podcasts, I record that using Audacity. And there's so many different settings that I'm not getting it. Like, I knew that I could Bluetooth the board into the computer, and then for a couple of attempts or a couple of episodes, it wouldn't let me do that. So I couldn't play sounds from the computer. Because in theory, yes, I can plug in my iPhone and put sound effects on this to play through the board and get into the recordings. I'm going to attempt, and you're going to see today, maybe a speaker deal. But I think with the board, it should capture right into the iPhone video. I'm recording these videos now using my camera. They're not too bad, I don't think, but I think they'd be better quality recording from the iPhone. Maybe not. Maybe I figure it all out and then I just keep doing it this way just because the YouTube videos are going to be kind of behind the scenes, or, you know, some episodes will be me playing with shit just so you can see the whole process, and then other episodes will be tied into the audio version on Spotify. But I can do more, I think, because I uploaded the YouTube deal on my own. Spotify, I'm using a hosting service so I can get stats and stuff and a RSS feed to be able to upload to places like Spotify and maybe eventually Apple, or there's a whole bunch of them. So we're going to find that out. But recording from my camera, see if I play one of these sound effects, like I got this little beboppy thing here, you know. That's how I used to dance back in the day in the club, you know. Kept the ladies away. You can hear that. If I'm trying to do it through the iPhone and I would have played that sound, it would have just been this. And that would have looked weird to you. You know, it looks weird to me when I did it without no sound. It looked weird when I did it with the sound. So, you know, so today's going to be a play day with this episode to see if I can figure this all out. Now, last week, I had the board Bluetooth to the computer because I finally figured that out again. And then I was able to play sounds from the computer, record it into my podcast, into the video. Today I hook it up, and at first I tried to just Bluetooth the board because I wanted to use the plug part for attempting to capture the YouTube video for the sounds. And then it didn't work. It wouldn't even record. When you set it up that way on the Bluetooth and I clicked record on the Audacity software, it wasn't recording anything. When I set it to the original way it was supposed to be, it was only recording my voice and what came through the board, and it wouldn't record the sound effects that I have stashed on the computer. That's one of the goals I have with playing with this and producing this podcast, is to be able to create commercials and jingles and spots and intros and outros and all that stuff you would hear on a radio show, you know? And that's what I want to be able to do. That's where my interest lies. So I got to get it all to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I think, excuse me, when the professionals you're watching are recording podcasts, they've got cameramen probably and microphones everywhere, and they do have their computers with their sound effects, and but they have engineers that probably run the mics and the boards and do all that for them. It's a very big production. So I'm wondering if the sounds that you hear, that we hear on the video, are just coming out of speakers. So the first thing we're going to do is plug in this little portable speaker. It's got an aux capability, and I've got 3 outputs on this board. So I'm going to see if then the sound effects come out of this speaker. Now, and here's the deal. This is where I got to get good at this shit, because if the sounds do come out of the speaker for like the iPhone video, if I keep my mic on while I'm producing one of these videos, it's going to pick up that sound, plus it's coming out of the board and it goes right into the camera through the computer, I believe, because the first video that I screwed up, I recorded 7 minutes. All you heard was my intro that I played through the board, but the microphone wasn't on. So I talked for 7 minutes and there was nothing. And that's what that video looked like after I realized the microphone on the board was off. So now we're on take 3. And so I have to get good, because if the only way I can do it is the sounds are from a speaker, then when I'm going to hit them buttons and play a sound effect for you, knowing that, well, it's not going to record from the board into the video from the iPhone if it's having to record from the speaker. But I think if my mic is on, what I'm getting at is, I think there'd be a echo. I think it'd pick it up twice. The iPhone video camera would pick it up for the video, and then I think it would pick up from the microphone. So, but first things first is we got to even see if sound comes out of the outputs, because that's the other thing, is I got outputs. And I should be able to plug the damn output into the phone with my little adapter, but it doesn't pick it up. So there's also these lightning adapter camera reader things, and I'm wondering if that pulls the audio in from a source and puts it into a camera. So we're checking in on that, but let's first see if the speaker works. So I'm going to plug in the speaker, and then I'm going to take my board and I'm going to go to, I've got pod output 1, 2, 3, and then I've just got output, and then I've got a music input. So let's just try output. If I plug in output there, I do believe I've got to turn this speaker on. Now that you heard was the speaker, but now let's see if my sound effects come out of this speaker. these outputs. So I don't know what the fuck are the outputs for. Here's the instructions for this stupid thing. That's it. It's a freaking card. And then for in this one for music, computer and mobile streaming, it's got your phone plugged into the music input for background music, but then it's got a streaming app here plugged into the output. So on a stream, I don't stream anything live. So, but what the hell does that mean? If I'm streaming something live, do I just have the app open and I'm not recording anything? So then you can hear the sounds or whatever. But if I'm recording it like through the camera, the output doesn't work. So, and then the videos I've seen use these outputs with the camera adapter for recording the video. So that's what we're going to hope works with that. But it's an output. That tells me that anything from this board that's plugged in through the output should be heard. And this is a Bluetooth speaker, but it's got an aux cord. So, but nothing came out of this speaker when I played that sound effect. It went into the video. So now let's try output 1. That's the speaker making noises again. No, I just played audio from the board. Nothing. Nothing coming out of this speaker. Well, the mic was down there a little bit. Nothing. But I wonder if I Bluetooth to the phone to this speaker. Got my Bluetooth on the phone. Go to the tether. All right, it's not tethering. Probably because I got the aux cord in. So the Bluetooth's not working. Yeah, not connected. Unsuccessful. Let me unplug it. Try to connect. Now it connected. So it's Bluetooth. So I'm sure if I go to one of my sound effects here on the phone. No, that's documents. Go to files, dumbass. Applause. Now you can hear that coming out of the speaker. But why doesn't it come out when it's plugged in? That doesn't make any sense to me. Take it off the Bluetooth. There, that's disconnected. I'm going to plug it back in. Nothing. Nothing comes out of the speaker when it's plugged in with the aux cord. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Now you can hear the sound effects coming through the board, but every time I plug this damn thing in or out, it makes that noise. So, you know, it's like telling you that it's plugged in, but that's output. I don't know what the hell these outputs do. It's not taking anything. I mean, you can hear the noises that it's making, but it's not pulling in. Nothing's coming out of the speaker, so that's excuse me, obviously strike one. So as far as using speakers to record the iPhone audio into the video portion of this podcast, I don't know if that's going to work. And you know, the more I'm sitting here looking at this video and I see the damn quality, for the makings of a dumbass, I don't know if the quality has to be super spectacular. I'm not one of these guys. I'm not going to go out and make these little short videos where I act or whatever. And I was a theater guy. You'd think I'd like to do that, but when I see the videos on Facebook and then they get shared from other places, some of them just seem to be so so far out there, so far reaching, so far exaggerated. And I know, I guess that's what people like because they get a shit ton of views, you know. But I don't know if I'm going to make shorts. Maybe I will, but then I have to figure out how to incorporate them into this video and use them as like, put that little square back here above my head where it would be like a news show and then another video would pop up there and then I'd have to learn how to do that, which is fine, but right now I can't even figure this damn thing out. Every time I get too close to this microphone and I got the monitor turned up a little high, I get this ting ting tingy noise in my headphones that makes me crazy. Sunday morning here, having my coffee. So that's that with that. Now we've got the phone plugged in. Now I'm going to play with the audio settings on my Audacity here because, see, it'll record. I think it'll record, so it's recording my voice. Let's see, on the Audacity, it's picking up my sound effect. It's the first button. It's the one I always use. That's what you keep hearing. I'm pretty sure that went into the computer. So that's picking up there. The only problem is if I want to play a sound effect from the computer, let's see, I got this crowd noise coming up. It may pick up in the video, so you may hear crowd cheering. Like I said, I'm just playing now, so I'm giving you a play-by-play. I've got the Audacity audio up and running, and I'm going to play this crowd noise now. And no, so now there's a big dead spot in this Audacity audio that I'm creating from it not picking up the video. The audio from the computer. So that's dead ass setting number one. I know it's not going to work. I'm not even going to listen to it. Why play that for you? It'll be just me saying the same damn thing over again. So I'm going to stop that audio out now. Delete that. I'm going to go back into audio settings. And I am Bluetoothed to the computer, which is what I want. So now there's a headphone. So now this setting, and you can't see it. I wonder if I can use the camera here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let me see if I can get smart. Nope, you can't see that. So, and then if I turn it around this way, it gives me me. So if I go this way, and then I go here. So now where would it be? Nope, you can't get the video. Can't really see it. I got my light. Let me close that light. You can see me, but I can't get I have to be all the way over here to get the other screen so you can see. So we can't do that. So, oh, that was on panorama. What the hell? My fingers set something up. So if I'm on photo and I got it backwards and I put this, oh, nope, because it's showing you. All right, so if I go this way, now it's showing the back of me. So that doesn't work. I was trying to use the phone to show you what was on my computer screen. But now, because the board is Bluetooth into the computer, I have it on the computer settings. It's on speakers, the playback. So they said the settings have to be Windows Wasapi playback device needs to be the same as what your computer system is set up. So now I have to go down here and look at the computer is set up and it's on speakers for mono. So let me try headphones with mono as the setup for the computer. Let me go back to the Audacity software playback device. Let me put headphones with mono. That's the name of the board, mono. MAONO. And then recording device. Let me go headphones, mono. So then when I do that and I click the record button, it doesn't even move. The software at that point, the settings are set up through the second version, which might be the Bluetooth version, which is fucking wrong because it was Bluetooth last week. And I wasn't even hooked up into those settings, and I would get it to play and record and capture sounds from the fucking computer. So this is the kind of shit that's pissing me off right now. I know I did this, and now I can't do it. And that, you know what I mean? It's like, and I have that written down. I have those settings. They're right there. I know what the hell the videos are that I watched that said what these settings should be. And again, on the first video last week that I posted, it worked. I had 3 screens set up on my computer. One was me watching myself get videoed, which is weird, by the way. I don't think you see that if you're on camera in a big studio and they're recording you. You don't get to watch yourself. But I'm doing it here because I'm trying to learn. I want to see what you see. But I know last week I finally got this board Bluetooth to the computer. I had 3. Right now I only have 2. Last week I had 3 screens set up. I always have to do number 3 like that because I can't. My hand. I can't. It's weird. And the third screen last week was the Windows Media Player with my sound effects and stuff. I didn't use a lot of it, but I knew that it was working prior to doing the video because I fucking played with it for like an hour like I'm doing now. So that setting's not working. So I got to go back to the computer. I got to take it off that mono on headphones. I'm going to put it on speakers for the Maono AU-AM 200. That's what this board is. So now it's on speaker. So now, excuse me, I come back here to my audio setup on the, oh, it was still trying to record. Audio setup, playback device, take it off headphones, put it on speakers for the Maono. And then audio setup, recording device, put it on. But see, here's the problem. For recording device, I've got headphones Maono. That's the one I just tried, and it didn't record shit. But then in this one, I've got speakers Maono. But then I also have headset microphone Maono. And I think I had it on headset microphone Maono the first time. Now I'm going to set it to speakers Maono and then see what the hell happens. So now I'm going to hit the recording and see that record. It doesn't even work either. And so I have to put it on. It's not recording my voice. It's not moving. It's not doing anything. Get rid of that. Let's try another one. Hit record. It doesn't even move. It turns red. Normally it's green as it slides across the Audacity screen. And now it's just staying red. It's not even moving. It's not recording shit. So now that means I have to stop that, delete that out, go back to audio setup, recording device. I have to go headset microphone Maono. So when I do that, now I'm getting the record. So I'll play this one back for you because we're going to try and see if it picks up the Windows Media Player from the computer. And I don't think it will. But I know I had it set up last week to do that. With the Bluetooth and with it connected. I connected it back into, I plugged it back in because that's where I was going to use that port. If it was all Bluetooth capable, I was going to use that plug-in port to try to capture, plug in, like this would be the computer and see if the video would capture. And I don't think that's going to work because now I've got the board Bluetooth and I've got it plugged in, which is exactly how I had it last week. And I know it recorded the Windows Media sound effects. So I'm just going to play this and see if it records. No, it's not picking anything up. So a lot of dead spots. I just got rid of that. It's not picking that up. I don't need to replay this for you either. I would have to edit that out of there. So again, I know I had this last week. I'm a dumbass, but I'm not fucking stupid. You know what I mean? And I know I had this because I know I had it Bluetooth one of the first times I set it up. And I was able to capture sounds into the recording from the computer. Now, the good thing about that is you can produce a lot of shit if everything's all on one computer. And one of my goals is to like I don't I don't even know if I'll ever work as a producer. I just want to get good enough to where maybe the people in the podcast world or internet marketing or something, they're like, I just need like a little audio intro jingle or something, maybe I make 30, $40 a couple times a month putting good stuff, good quality productions together for people. And I know I had it recording from the computer because you need to have it be able to do that because then everything's all in one spot, you know? And now it's not working and I don't get it because now when I go back to the computer settings, I've got speakers, which is what the computer setting is, but I know if I put this on headphones and leave the other settings alone, if I hit this record button to finish up, oh, it's going. Oh, it's going now. Okay, so is it going to record the board? Here's a applause. All right, it's recording that. So maybe that's the one button I had. So now let me see. Oh, the double applause. I hit the button again. I thought I was turning it off. So now let me go back to the files and get my Windows Media Player. And I got to look at it. So I'm going to put this over there. And let's see if this plays here and records.
Once again, it's time for Dumbass Shit I Did.
And
Hey, this guy's a dumbass.
All right, it picked that up. Okay. So now I knew I could have this fucking set up. So let me write this down again. So on the computer, let me minimize that so I can see my video. On the computer settings, we're going to go with headphones. So this is a computer, headphones, Miano. There, and then, okay, now I can stop this recording so I can do these audio settings. So playback device is going to be on, so playback PB is going to be on speakers, Maano, and recording device is going to be on headset microphone, headset microphone, Maano. All right, so that's one test. That works like that. That's Bluetooth to the computer, and then that's plugged into the computer. So I'm not going to edit or fuck around with these recordings on Audacity, so I'm going to take that out and leave my settings the same. Excuse me, but I'm going to take out, oh, that's crazy.